A local group prepares for its next Expo, connecting people safely. It's all happening in your community. It's the Disability Resource Expo, and Allison Boot joins me with more details on, well, what was the Expo and then was a postponed Expo, and now it's a slightly different looking Expo. Hi, Allison.
Hi.
Tell me what you guys have decided to do because COVID has pushed your plans around so much.
We have decided to make the Expo into 4 different virtual events, the second of which is coming up on November 19th. It will feature local support groups as well as self-help groups and vocational, recreational, and residential resources.
Well, sounds like you guys have packed a whole lot into at least the second of these 4 events. Maybe we should go back and talk a little bit about what the original Expo was supposed to be, because you've done this for a number of years now. What were you hoping to do with the original Expo?
Yes, we've been having the original Expo for about 13 years now, and we always bring about 100 local organizations or exhibitors together to help people with disabilities in Eastern Illinois, as well as their caregivers and loved ones, achieve a better quality of life. So we just like to put a lot of much needed resources in one place and give people actual people that they can talk to.
Yeah, and now you've had to do that in a bit of a different way than you were planning, and so you've divided it out into these 4 separate events. Apparently, you've already had one. How did that go?
It went well, and we feel like we learned a lot from the first event, so we're hoping that this one will be even more successful and that we can continue to improve as time goes on.
Yeah, that's one of the helpful things for having multiple events like this, right? Is you can learn from one and do different things for the second time. You had mentioned to me before we got started here that the deadline to register for this next one is very, very soon.
Yes, the deadline is this Thursday, November 12th. We are asking people to register early. The 12th is a week before the event, and we are really encouraging people to register early to ensure that any reasonable accommodations that they need, such as American Sign Language interpreters, can be honored.
And
because
you guys have
worked really hard to make sure that this event is accessible to everyone in the community.
Well, that's great that you guys are thinking about all those things, and it makes sense, obviously, that this Expo, amongst all of them, would certainly key in on some of those issues. When are the next 2? Obviously, you've got one coming up here later in November, but 3rd and 4th are when?
We have one January 21st, and then the last will be February 18th, and people can go ahead and register for those as well. While they register for the November 19th event, they just need to go to our disabilityresourceexpo.org.
Perfect. Now, who would you recommend go to this event? Is it families, individuals? Who are you targeting?
Individuals with disabilities, as well as their loved ones and caregivers. Also members of the elderly population. Really, we've tried to have a vast number of resources available at each event to make sure that we cover any and all needs that might come up, especially since the recent COVID outbreak.
Yeah, I know that's been really tough for you guys to navigate, but it sounds like you've done it well, and we really appreciate your time and filling us in on the new look to the Expo. Thanks so much, Allison.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We will get you more details on the Expo, the New Look Expo, including the Disability Resource Expo website and Facebook page. Just go to our website, which is CILiving.tv.